circle this area.
Wrong.
And responded to shootings and stabbings in this area of town.
That doesn't give you. That does not give you a reason to pull us over.
The block leads me to believe that you guys might be out here to commit a crime or go after.
We're here filming you clowns.
Okay. I told your driver what I
And
was
what's the vehicle code?
the reasonable suspicion for the stop.
Quote the vehicle code.
It was a reasonable
California vehicle
stop.
code. What is it?
It was a reasonable suspicion stop, as I
So
explained.
no
as
California vehicle
as
code.
I explained
Exactly.
to your driver.
So no vehicle code.
Am I under arrest?
Sir? Under the vehicle code?
Am I
you're
under
required-
arrest?
Huh? You're not. You may be, and we'll have to
So
find that
are you
out.
threatening me with arrest?
Am I threatening you? No, I am not threatening you.
Well then,
I am telling you that if I have to do my job, I do my job. That's an entirely different thing.
sir, I'm sitting on a public street. You don't have the right to just pull up on me and say, "Hey, I need your ID because someone called."
That's
It doesn't
not what
work
I did.
like that.
I came here because
That's
somebody
exactly
called
what
it
you
in.
did.
It is not, sir.
You pulled up here because someone called and
Right,
say, "Hey, I
because
need your
somebody called.
identification."
If you're operating a motor vehicle, which is what you're doing,
I'm not operating a motor vehicle.
you
I'm parked.
absolutely are.
I'm parked on a public
You're in
street.
command and control of the vehicle.
I'm parked on a public
If
street.
you were under the influence of alcohol or another drug, I could arrest you for DUI.
Welcome to
You're not.
Mr. White, the place where real encounters between law enforcement and the people unfold before your eyes. In the dark of night in Vacaville, California, a city where violent crime rates are 33% higher than the state average, Officers Hill and Ellis pulled over a vehicle simply because the driver was circling the block. But this time they messed with the wrong person. Calm, assertive, and legally sharp, the citizen refused to show ID and countered with powerful legal knowledge, putting both officers on the defensive. Meanwhile, in quiet Chester Township, Pennsylvania, a place known for frequent false reports, Sergeant Gilmore attempted to pressure a legally parked man into surrendering his ID without any sign of a crime, and then the resistance began. Two situations, two states, one powerful message: know your rights. Visit People's Court Audit and LAC Audit now to watch the full original footage and support citizens who stand up for their rights. And don't forget to subscribe to Mr. White now and drop a comment with the letter W below if you stand for civil rights and law enforcement accountability.
Hey, how you doing? DNR as well.
Super
Just
random.
the one
Just
call.
driving around the block in a circle.
Yeah, we're filming cops.
Okay. It's just suspicious, so it gives us reasonable suspicion to contact people and to stop people, because it's not normal for people to make a loop around the same block, especially at this time of night.
Oh, we're not allowed to drive around?
You are allowed to drive around, but like I said, it's suspicious, which gives us reasonable suspicion to talk to people and to detain people for a traffic stop.
It's suspicion of crime?
Yes.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Ma'am, do you have an ID on you?
I do. Ooh, that's bright.
What's the reason for the stop?
Like I told you, it's reasonable suspicion because it's very odd for somebody to be driving around in a circle around the same block.
That's not a crime.
It's reasonable suspicion.
What's your name, badge number?
How you doing? You got ID? I see it.
I don't need your ID.
Okay.
What's your name, badge number?
What's yours?
What's my badge number?
How you doing tonight?
What's your name and badge number? Identify. It's part of your policy to identify, clown. This is a legal stop.
Can you get that light out of my face, please?
No, you
Thank
get your light out of my face, dude.
No, I'm not going to get my light out of your face.
What's your name and badge number? Ellis. B. Ellis.
Take that light out of my face. I can't see.
Oh no, I can't see.
All right, I'm gonna.
Don't touch me.
Don't put that light in my
Don't
face.
touch me, dude.
Put that light out of
You're
my
a clown, bro.
face. Get that
You're a
light out of
fucking
my
clown.
face.
You're a clown. You're a clown. Get out of here, dude. What's your name and badge number, punk?
My badge number is 640.
Hill.
640.
And the reason for the stop is what?
I already told you twice.
Because we're suspicious?
It's reasonable suspicion for the detention.
Bullshit.
You can have your opinion, but I understand the law.
I know the law, bud.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you learn the law?
In order to stop somebody, I need to be, or this person who's driving needs to be committing a traffic infraction.
There's also case law that proves that reasonable suspicion for a detention also classifies a reason to stop somebody and detain them.
Wrong.
Sir, I'm very right. And I've been to court on it several
You're
times.
very right?
Yes. So that is why I stopped you, is the reasonable suspicion of the illegal activity possibly going on.
Illegal activity, driving
I'm
around.
talking to her, not you.
Oh, no,
Especially
you're
with
talking to me
this
right
area. No, I'm not. This
Yep.
area being a high crime area and a narcotics area.
Bullshit.
What goes on around here. That's why. So
Wrong.
people circle this area.
Wrong.
We responded to shootings and stabbings in this area of town.
That doesn't give you. That does not give you a reason to pull us over.
The block leads me to believe that you guys might be out here to commit a crime or go after.
We're here filming you clowns.
Okay.
We're here filming
That's
you
why I
clowns.
Okay.
So you can have your opinion. I would just explain to her the entire reason for the stop. I'm very well within my rights to stop you.
Yeah.
So you guys have a good day and have a good night.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Too.
You're dismissed, punk. You're dismissed, punk. You're dismissed. What? The traffic stop's over, right? Traffic stop's over, right?
Yeah.
I'm free to move around wherever the I want. Yeah. You're dismissed.
I appreciate it.
Back to work.
I am doing my job.
Yeah.
And you are free to leave and go back to Martinez based upon your hat.
I'm free to stand right here and film you two clowns.
That's perfectly fine.
Yep. What's your badge number,
Sir,
by the way?
stay out of the roadway, please.
What's your badge number?
Sir, I already told you.
No, you didn't tell me your badge number.
I did, actually.
Ellis,
While
what's your
you're-
badge number?
While you're still seated in
You
the
want to
car.
talk over here in the curb?
What's your
You gotta
badge
go to the
number?
sidewalk, sir.
Mine's 855. Why don't you get
855. Thank you so much for
why don't you get out
finally
of- why don't you get out of the
identifying.
roadway here, huh?
Thank
You're
you
in the
so
road.
much for finally identifying. The light's in your face. What are you going to do?
Sir, I need you to get back onto the sidewalk, sir.
Oh, no. I'm right in front of your vehicle. I am not a danger.
requesting
I'm not
you-
in danger. And guess what? The Supreme Court has already ruled that you are not responsible for my safety. So you might want to do your job, get back in your car, put your seatbelts on, drive away, and go to the next stop.
I'm ensured that you are safely allowed to pull away from this incident.
I'm going to stand right here until you guys get back in your car. This is Vacaville PD, guys. Got Ellis and Hill, two clowns. This guy pulled us over because he said we're driving around and look suspicious. So that's a reason to stop the vehicle.
I already explained it to your driver.
Yeah. Mind your business, bro. Why don't you go to a stop? Why don't you go pull someone over that's actually committing a traffic infraction?
What you are doing is very suspicious.
That's not a crime. Suspicion
It
is
is
not a crime.
reasonable
And it's
suspicion.
not a reason to pull somebody over.
Reasonable suspicion allows us to stop
Nah.
vehicles
Nah.
to ensure that they're not committing or going to commit a crime.
It's not
What
true.
the way you're driving behavior, the driver of your vehicle was doing was suspicious.
Yeah, we did that
enough
on purpose so you would pull us over like an idiot.
So you're intentionally driving in a suspicious manner to draw police officers' attention. Do you understand how that would be a non-violation of the
Blah,
the
blah,
law?
blah, blah, blah. Dude, you're wasting tax dollars. Get in your vehicle and drive away. Let's
Actually, you are causing the waste of tax dollars
Oh.
by continue this conversation instead of getting in your vehicle and leaving.
go. I don't have to leave.
I don't either.
You don't either? You're being paid to be a law enforcement officer.
That's correct, and I am enforcing the law.
What law?
I told you. I told your driver what I
And
was doing.
what's the vehicle code?
The reasonable suspicion for the stop?
Quote the
what I
vehicle
had.
code.
It was a reasonable
California
suspicion
vehicle
stop.
code. What is it?
It was a reasonable suspicion stop, as I
So
explained.
no California vehicle
as
code.
I explained
Exactly.
to your driver.
So no vehicle
As
code.
I explained to your driver, is a reasonable suspicion. So you have a good night, sir.
Goodbye.
You
Put
take
your
care.
seatbelts on, okay?
You too. I would hate for anybody to get injured. Sir, you need to take that light out of my face.
It's not in your face. Make sure you put your seatbelt on. Seatbelt. 10-12. Good job.
Sir, you need to get away from this car.
Put your seatbelt on.
You need to get away from the car.
Put your seatbelt on.
It's
It's
an
not
officer
on.
safety issue. You need to get
No,
away.
there's no law. Officer safety is
Get
not
on
a
the
law.
sidewalk. Get on the
Officer
sidewalk.
safety is not a law.
Get on
Put
the
your seatbelt on, clown.
Get on the sidewalk.
God, you're an idiot. Put your seatbelt on.
Get on the sidewalk, sir.
Come on, there you go. Officer safety. Put your seatbelt on.
I understand that.
You know, 95% of officer deaths are from traffic accidents,
I
right?
know. That's why we have the below 100.
Good job. I'm so glad you put it on. Now you're going to be safe.
From the first video, the clear lesson is this. When faced with an unjustified stop, staying calm, knowing the law, and demanding specific information is the best way to protect yourself. Never let ignorance cost you your legal rights. If there is no clear violation, you have the right to refuse to show your ID. Remember, suspicion is not a crime, and if you thought that situation was intense, the next video will keep you on edge with a bold ID refusal right on the quiet streets of Pennsylvania.
Hey, sir, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm Officer Reeves up at Chester Township Police Department. The reason
Yep.
we're here is we got a call for a suspicious vehicle, okay?
Sus-
Someone, passerby or whomever called, said it was a white vehicle sitting along the power lines.
I'm sitting on the power lines. I'm sitting on a public street.
What's that?
I'm sitting on a public street minding my business. That's all I'm doing. Yeah.
Okay, well, we got a call for suspicious vehicle. We're just checking on said vehicle. Are you the owner of the car, sir?
I'm sorry, I'm not going to answer any questions. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Can I get a badge number?
Yeah, 51. Would you like the supervisor's badge number too?
Yes, please.
It's 37.
And his name?
Sergeant Brian Gilmore.
Brian Gilmore. Okay.
Would you like to speak to him as well?
No, thank you.
Okay.
I just want to mind my business, man. People drive by here, see me parked here doing nothing wrong.
Amendment right, not talk to us.
Yes, because I'm not doing anything illegal, right? Literally just parked in a public street.
What's that, Sarge? Sarge requesting your ID.
I'm not going to provide that. I didn't commit any crimes. I'm parked legally in a public street, doing nothing wrong. Nothing.
Okay.
All right.
What's that? He says no to the ID. He's parked on public street doing nothing wrong.
That's right.
Okay, well.
Just because somebody called in a suspicious car doesn't mean you're doing anything illegal. Did they specifically identify something illegal that I was doing? Was I trespassing?
At this point, the reason we're requesting the identification is number one, we identify everybody we talk to. It's part of our routine. It's accepted, and it's something that's been approved by the Supreme Court,
the United States Supreme Court. It's not been approved by any Supreme Court.
Okay, all right. Well,
unless you have reasonable,
disagree all you want, but just because you think so doesn't mean
unless you have reasonable suspicion of a crime.
Okay. Well,
I don't have to provide any ID, sir.
But you're on one of our streets in our town, and in order for you to leave, you're going to have to be legally able to drive. Who
pays for these streets, sir?
Excuse me?
Who pays for the street?
Upper Chester Township.
The township, right? The people. It's a taxpayer-funded street, right? And that means I can park here. I can travel through here also. I can stop on the streets. It's not illegal for me to do that. Did I commit an infraction?
We didn't say you're doing anything illegal at this point.
So then
we're
I'm
investigating a suspicious
I'm not
vehicle.
providing any ID if I didn't commit anything illegal, if I didn't do anything illegal. There's
I don't
no
know
law.
that yet, sir.
But then?
You heard me.
There's an investigation that you have to conduct.
Yes.
So far, in your investigation, what have you concluded that I've done that's
that I have
illegal?
Somebody that's refusing to provide identification.
And that's not illegal. Am I under arrest?
Sir. Under the vehicle code?
Am I under arrest?
Huh? You're not. You may be, and we'll have to find that out.
So are you threatening me with arrest?
Am I threatening you? No, I am not threatening you.
Well then,
I am telling you that if I have to do my job, I do my job. That's an entirely different thing.
Sir, well, conduct your job. I'm not providing any ID because I didn't commit any crimes.
You don't need to commit a crime for us to ask you to
yes,
provide
you
ID,
do.
sir.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You need RAS. Without RAS, there's no probable cause.
I have somebody that called in that this vehicle's been sitting
Anyone
here for an
can call
period of time.
So if someone calls in here, a black guy is sitting here, is that
Nobody
illegal?
said anything about you being black.
Well, I'm saying if they do. Is that illegal? Can you just come here and identify me?
They didn't say you were a pink flamingo either. So
well, that's fine. But I'm not providing any ID. Where do we go from here? I didn't do anything illegal. You're threatening me with arrest.
I'm telling you that you need to provide identification. You're
I'm not providing any investigation.
At this point. You are required.
Do your investigation. Go and talk to the person who called and find out what I did that was illegal. Talk to them. Do your investigation. Do a thorough investigation. You just don't come here and talk to me. Talk to them. See what I did. Because they called to talk to them. I didn't do anything wrong. You're not going to force me to identify.
You didn't do anything wrong,
but
sir.
do an investigation to see if I did anything wrong.
The first step of my investigation is requiring you to provide
I'm not providing any ID. I did nothing wrong. I'm sitting on a public street. You don't have the right to just pull up on me and say, hey, I need the ID because someone called. It doesn't work like that.
I came here because
that's exactly what you did.
It is not, sir.
You pulled up here because someone called and say, hey, I need the identification. Doesn't work like that. I'm not providing it. Can I have your supervisor, please?
I am the supervisor.
I want your supervisor, lieutenant.
My supervisor is the chief. We don't have a lieutenant.
I'm sorry.
You're welcome to go to the police station and talk to the chief.
I don't have to. I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm parked on a public street. Until the laws of America change where we have to identify because an officer comes and say, hey, give me identification.
Well, you need to work on reading up on the court.
I know exactly what it says.
Okay, what does it say?
I know what it says. I have a First Amendment right to record. I have a Fourth Amendment right.
Nobody said you can't record.
Let me finish. Let me finish. I have a Fourth Amendment right to be safe in my documents and papers. Unless I commit a crime, I do not have to identify.
I'm not unreasonably searching or seizing anything at this point.
You're trying to seize my ID.
I'm asking you to provide identification. It's part of my job.
And I'm respectfully refusing that. I'm refusing it.
And in the state of Pennsylvania,
Yes.
if you're operating a motor vehicle, which is what you're doing,
I'm not operating a motor vehicle.
you
I'm parked.
absolutely are.
I'm parked on a public street.
You're in command and control of the vehicle.
I'm parked on a public
if
street.
you were under the influence of alcohol or another drug, I could arrest you for DUI, but you're
I'm
not.
parked on a public street.
Okay.
Good. That's all I'm doing here. I'm parked on a public street. Doing nothing illegal.
You're the subject of an investigatory detention. Okay.
Can I get a case number, please? Can I get a case number?
Nope.
I need a case number. I want this documented.
Okay. We
Can I get a
document
case
everything.
number?
You're welcome to go to the police
Can I get
station and request a report. But we're not going to know who you are because you didn't provide us any ID.
I don't have to. Can
Okay.
I get a case number?
Nope.
You're not providing me the case number?
That's correct.
Okay, well then you're not getting any ID.
Okay.
What's the next step?
You'll probably get a citation for failure to provide driver's license.
Oh yeah, let's go ahead. Go ahead. Let's do that. Let's do that. You're a tyrant. That's what you are. You're threatening me for doing nothing wrong. Fuck out of here. Gilmore. Hey. Yeah, forget it. Yep. Hey. Psst.
What do you want?
Him. I'm not talking to you. This guy here.
You're not talking to him. You're talking to me.
I'm speaking to him, sir. I'm allowed. He's funded by the taxpayer.
What do you need?
Sir, can I get an incident number, please?
I don't have an incident number yet.
You're not getting
Okay.
Can you call the
I already told you
dispatcher
that.
and give me this incident number? I'd like to document
you can stop
this.
at our police station and grab the incident number.
So you're not providing incident
I
number?
don't have an incident number until I go back and do the report. I can't just pull one out of thin air.
All right, let me
So,
talk to
well, he
the
doesn't
other
have one
officer.
either, and that's supervisor.
I just want to talk to him. It's just fine. 84.9. Gonna harass me
Stay away from my dog.
for doing nothing wrong. Stay away from your dog. I'm not allowed.
Stay away from the dog.
I'm not approaching the dog.
You walk right close to the car.
Is it illegal to be close to the car?
I don't want you to get hurt. I don't want you to be surprised.
The door is
dog smashes up against
the door is closed. I'm not gonna be surprised. I'm sorry. Sure. Hey, can I come in there? Hey, do you mind giving me incident number, please?
Yep.
That's all I wanted.
Last name's Clap, badge number's 44.
Thank you, Clap.
Hey, have a good one.
I just want an incident number. Literally, that's all.
We don't
Because
generate an incident number until it clears. All right.
Until it clears what? Like the call?
The radio system, yep.
So you're about to clear it, I would assume?
You can get it tomorrow, okay?
So no
You
incident
guys in the
number?
police department? No, not right now.
Okay.
All right.
Yep. 842. All right. I'll just walk next to the car again. Is that illegal? Car 4.
Thank you for watching until the end of the video. These two incidents were not just tense encounters between citizens and police, but powerful lessons on how personal freedoms can be tested in the dark streets of Vacaville, California, a city with a violent crime rate 33% higher than the state average, and on the seemingly quiet yet suspicious roads of Chester Township, Pennsylvania. In both cases, the individuals did not yell or panic. They faced the officers with the most powerful weapon, legal knowledge. They knew that without a specific violation, they had every right to refuse to show ID. They understood that suspicion is not a crime, and most importantly, they stood their ground under pressure. Here is our advice to you. If you ever find yourself in a similar situation, stay calm, do not resist, do not lie, but do not incriminate yourself either. Ask clearly, am I being detained or am I free to go? Request a specific reason for the stop, and if you feel threatened or your civil rights are being violated, record the interaction, preserve the evidence, and ask for a lawyer. Share this video if you believe this knowledge needs to be spread. Subscribe to Mr. White now so you never miss another video exposing abuse of power. And if you stand with informed citizens, drop a W in the comments below.